What would you do if you discovered that the only way to save everyone you love is to let yourself die? That's not a philosophical question. That's exactly what Harry Potter faced in a dark forest, alone, at 17 years old. And his answer is going to stay with you for a long time. Everything that happens before that moment is already heavy enough. The Battle of Hogwarts is exploding on all sides. People are dying. Fred, Lupin, Tonks. The castle that was the only real home Harry ever knew is crumbling brick by brick. And right in the middle of all that chaos, he discovers, through Snape's memory, inside the pensieve, a detail that Dumbledore had been keeping to himself for years. Harry was never just the boy who lived. He is a horcrux. A piece of Voldemort's soul has lived inside him since that night in Godric's Hollow. And as long as that piece exists, Voldemort cannot die. There's no shortcut. There's no other way. The only way out is for Harry to let Voldemort kill him. Think about that for a second. He's 17 years old. He spent his entire life being hunted by a man who murdered his parents before he was old enough to understand what loss even meant. He survived situations that would have destroyed any normal person. He built friendships, discovered who he was, learned what it means to fight for something bigger than yourself, and now he has to throw all of that away on purpose. What's terrifying about this scene isn't the death itself, it's the calm. Harry takes the resurrection stone, hidden inside the golden snitch from the very beginning, yet another detail Dumbledore planned without ever explaining, and summons the people he loved most, his parents, Sirius, Lupin. They appear, translucent, quiet, and walk with him into the forest. He asks if it's going to hurt, and the answer is the gentlest and cruelest thing anyone could possibly say in that moment. Dying is easier than it seems. And Harry goes, feet on the ground, invisibility cloak put away, wand not raised to fight. He steps into the clearing where Voldemort is waiting and simply doesn't react when the spell is cast. Avada Kedavra. But here's the detail that changes everything, the one most people gloss right over. Harry's sacrifice wasn't just a beautiful gesture. It created a protection, the same protection Lily Potter created when she died for him. When he chose to die for others voluntarily, he shielded everyone inside Hogwarts. Voldemort, without realizing it, destroyed only the fragment of his own soul that lived inside Harry. The boy who lived survived again. But this time, he chose not to survive, and that was exactly what saved him. It's a twist Dumbledore engineered with unsettling coldness. He knew from the beginning that Harry would need to be genuinely willing to die. Not an attempt, not a performance, real willingness. And he held that information until the very last possible second, trusting that Harry would do the right thing without fully understanding why. The Forbidden Forest scene is the heart of what Harry Potter was always about. It's not about power, it's not about being special, it's about what you're willing to give up for the people you love. The question that stays with you is this: if Dumbledore knew everything from the very beginning, from that night in Godric's Hollow, how much of Harry's life was planned and how much of it was actually his choice?